Hello once again, dudes. Welcome to another history tutorial or lecture. So let's continue in the American Civil War. So we'll learn a little bit of facts and reasons in the last time. So what we'll be learning now is some more facts and a little timeline. So let me explain. You're watching a picture of two persons now. This guy is called Ulysses Sam Grant, and he was the U.S. commander or general Ulysses S. Grant, commander of Army of Potomac. Now, the Army of Potomac was probably the Union Army mostly engaged with the Confederate. Well, yeah, the CS commander, General Robert E. Lee, was the commander of the Army of Northern Virginia, and later on he became commander of the whole Confederate Army. Sorry. These two armies was probably the armies, the Army of the Potomac and the Army of Northern Virginia was probably the two armies of the two sides mostly engaged with each other. um uh, Robert E. Lee had command for the Army of Northern Virginia for the most part of the war, and in 1865 he got command of the whole Confederate Army. General Ulysses Grant took command Army of the Potomac. Can't remember if it was 1863 or 64. It was 64. And he actually pushed back the Confederacy and eventually gave the Union victory. So here's the timeline of the most important events. Now the first one is 1861. The Confederacy was formed. The CSA, Confederate States of America, in February the 4th in 1861. The Constitution created in March 11th, 1864, and the beginning Battle of Fort Sumter, or the thing that the thing that said like, all right, CSA and USA is at war. That's the thing that said, basically the start of the war. April the 12th, 1861. You're gonna learn more about the Battle of Fort Sumter, and on July 21, 1861, was the first battle, and the Confederate soldiers called it Battle of Manassas, and the UN called the first Battle of Bull Run. So in 1862 there was just war, and it was not just war. There was some pretty important battles, but it's just a quick overview. In 1863, the thing that people most remember from the American Civil War, the Battle of Gettysburg, from the 1st July to the 3rd July, 1863. This is the thing that most people reference, the turning of the war. You can always discuss that. I would think that there's things like also the Battle of Antietam, but we're gonna learn more about it later. In 1864, the Union is winning. There is the Siege of Petersburg, which is a long scenario of the Union and the Confederates fighting in Petersburg. A lot of battles, Battle of Crater and stuff like that. A lot of hard battles. This is some of the final hard fighting for and also 1864. Battle of the Wilderness. We're gonna learn about all that. In 1865, there are some final huge battles, and the Confederates surrender. So we have like the Battle of Appomattox Courthouse and the Battle of Richmond eventually. So we have two persons here. We have Abraham Lincoln, which was the U.S. president during the American Civil War from 1860 to 1865. We have the Jefferson Davis, which was the Confederate CS president of 1861 to 1865. So these are some of the persons and some of the big events you will going to be learning about. But we have a ton more things to cover. But basically, that's it for this tutorial, guys. And a little thing I want to mention first. Um, Eventually, Robert E. Lee was against the Constitution of slavery. But he came from Virginia, so he wouldn't, want to fight his own home, which is understandable. So basically, that's just a little fact I want to tell you. So basically, that's it for this tutorial, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something. I'll see you in the next tutorial.